It's always on. Wow.
Yeah.
Girl, I love you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It was warm in there.
It was very warm in there, and it's very cold in here. That's what we're talking about.
Is that good?
It was hot in there, actually.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
Second. One. Get this up. Hey, Elena, can you say something?
Or put your microphone.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Elena, can you say something?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. 1 second. Okay. All right. Here's Vanderbilt basketball head coach Shea Ralph. Coach, your team opens up with a 74-65 win over Cal here at Oui-Play Paris 2025. Take an opening statement from you about today's win, and then we'll take questions from Mikayla.
So this has been an incredible experience for us. Yeah, you're gonna have to turn that down. There we go. Thank you. Just from start to finish, getting here, being able to start our season in Paris and having support from our administration and university to do so. Being invited to the event, the carpet that they rolled out, the things that we got to experience was a once in a lifetime opportunity for all of us. And we're so grateful for that. And, we came here to win a basketball game too. And so I'm really proud of this team. It definitely looked like our first game at times, but we battled from start to finish. It was a full team effort. And listen, we have the best player in the country on our team. So we're going to be really tough to beat. Today was a great test against a great team, which I respect. But we're going home with a W. We have a lot to work on. But a way to kick off our season today in Paris for the win was pretty awesome.
All right, we will take questions now from the floor. We'll go ahead and start here.
Of course, France and the US head-to-head in the final for women's basketball at the most recent Olympics here in Paris. How do you see international tournaments such as We-Play inspiring young girls internationally to compete and play basketball at a high level at universities such as yours?
I'm going to let Mikayla answer that one first because she was the gold medal winner of the AmeriCup team this summer. So I'll let her start.
I honestly think it's fun. Like the margin isn't so big now with the US basketball in every other country. So it just brings a lot more of a fun environment because, it's better to watch close games than blowouts. And I think it's good for us to go across the country and get fans and support that way and be able to go visit other countries and see what their culture is about as well and get an experience outside of the court as well.
I would add that for young women, especially being able to see people like Mikayla, the ladies on our team, the other 3 teams that were here, we got to interact with them in a clinic, just a few young girls, but to be able to see what's possible, right? And a lot of times that's all it is. Representation matters. So they were able to interact with our young people. They were able to see them compete tonight and understand like, hey, this is something that I can do. And I got to meet people who did it and they invested and poured into me. Representation matters. So being able to do that, whether we're in the United States or in Europe, the platform that we have, I empower our student athletes to take that very seriously because that's the next generation.
All right, we'll open up the floor for questions. We'll start with Elena Morris. Go ahead, Elena.
Yeah, Mikayla, just what was it like being able to play your first with Aubrey Galvin at the point?
Restart, Elena. Go ahead.
Mikayla, what was it like being able to play your first full game with Aubrey out there running the point?
As you can see, it's a lot easier. She does everything. She had rebounds, assists, points, steals, and she just does what we need her to do. And like I said, the floor just opens up. She's really good. She's crafty, and I couldn't ask for a better point guard.
Mikayla will still have to play a little point guard.
No, ma'am.
You can ask that question too.
No, ma'am.
Elena.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
We'll go to Aria Gearson. Go ahead, Aria.
Yeah, Shea, you went a lot to the 2 big lineups in the second half, especially, and it seemed to work really well. What was it that you saw with those lineups, and especially Ayanna Mitchell having the game that she had?
Would you repeat that question, Aria? We missed the first part.
Yeah, you went to 2 big lineups a lot in the second half. what was it that worked so well about those lineups, and especially the performance that Ayanna Mitchell had today?
I'll speak about the lineups and then I'll let Mikayla talk about Mitch. We were just really getting punished on the boards in the first half. And I told them at halftime, I'm going to find somebody in this room that wants to rebound. And we had talked about it as a staff too. And I think we're going to have to play big lineups at times, you know, especially in our conference. And we played around just a little bit with it, so there's a long way to go. But the energy that Mitch brought to the game, you know, not just rebounding, defensively, you know, blocking shots. She was getting to the rim, making layups. I think really just revitalized our team. We went on a big run in the third quarter, mostly because of the energy she brought into the game.
Yeah, I mean, y'all just saw a glimpse of what she does in practice for us. We've been telling her the whole summer, like, you're going to play a big role on this team, and she just continues to do it. So, I mean, I love going out there with her. All the block shots she makes it fun. I add a little trash talk as well. She's just really good, and she just does what she's good at, and that's like the main thing about her. She doesn't try to go outside of herself.
Go ahead, Aria.
Yeah, Justine Pissot seems to have expanded her game this year to more than just shooting. And we kind of saw that today. What kind of improvements has she made, and what kind of work has she done in the off season to get to that point?
I mean, I've always told Justine as soon as she came here, like as soon as I came here, she's more than just a shooter. And like, I believe in her. She can do a lot of other things for us, and that's what we need her to do. So I'm going to continue to give her confidence on the court, off the court as well. Every time, like, you're more than just a shooter. You can rebound, you can pass. I had a double against Memphis with points and assists. And now I just continue to tell her, like, we need you in the game, like, get out of your head and just play your game.
I'll add there to Aria that Justine's become a really good communicator. So she's somebody that will hold people accountable and herself on the court. She also has a pretty high IQ. So the challenge has been for her to be more of than just a shooter, because she is more than just a shooter. And in order for us to win basketball games, she's going to have to be that. And today was a great example. She missed a bunch of shots, you know, but having her on the floor matters because she understands what we're trying to do. She's starting to take defense and rebounding a little bit more seriously. We're going to keep working on that. She'll make great cuts at layups. But, you know, Justine, Mikayla, they're people that we have to have on the floor because they make everybody else around them better, no matter how their shot looks. And I think that's the evolution of the game of Justine Pissot that you're seeing right now.
Elena Morris, go ahead.
Shea, you guys had a great third quarter, maybe after a slow first half. What were the adjustments you were wanting to make at halftime, and how do you feel like your team executed those?
Yeah, I mean, it's the first game of the season. We're in Paris and we've been here for a few days, and um, we've done a lot. They've kept us very busy. So I kind of knew that it was going to be a little bit of a grind, and there's going to be nerves and jitters and all the things, right? The first game. But the adjustment was really just getting back to who we are. So we have to defend and rebound. And I'm going to put the people out on the floor that do that. And then we have to share the ball, and we have to know that, hey, it's time to get this shot at this time. Or we need to make sure that once we see opportunities within our offense that we can take advantage of and create advantages, that we have to do that. So there was really nothing to adjust. It was more like, this isn't how I want our team to look. They knew that, we knew that, and who's going to go in the game and make the plays that we need to make to win the game right now. Because, you know, shots are going to fall, they're not going to fall. But if you can defend and rebound, you can be in any game, especially with the players we have on our team. We should win every game. So that was a challenge I gave them, and they responded. They delivered.
All right, good. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.